The next question then is, who is making your life harder? And for that, I'm going to go to the timesheet delinquencies page. Because for those of you who are using time entry in Clarity, or any other time entry system for that matter, it doesn't matter what it is, you inevitably have people who don't want to do their bloody timesheets. They either don't do them at all, or they wait until the end of the month and do the entire month in 5 minutes. And sometimes you have managers who don't pay attention to the ones that are waiting for them to disposition, so they sit in submitted status. And timesheet delinquencies just are painful and can really mess up your project planning and your project financials. So I want to show you a quick and easy way we've developed to go find who those people are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter this for most of 2024. No, I didn't want to do that. Sorry. I want January, I want February, I want March, and I want the first 2 weeks of April. So I'll pick April 6th and 13th. And my entire page repaints to show this. Now, I also want to look at a particular manager to see how his team is doing. So I'm going to go into the resource OBS. I'm going to search for Nikhil. And it's Mahesh, not Manish. So I drill down after I found him and I select him. And now envision that I am Mahesh and I am looking at my team, and here are my problem children. So basically 6 different people on my team are having problems with delinquent timesheets. Some of them have a couple out, some of them only have 1 out, but collectively there's 10 timesheets across my team that haven't been submitted and dispositioned. And that is causing problems with ETCs and with finances. And if I look over here at the specific timesheet details, I can see, oops, me, Mahesh, I'm even responsible for one of them because this person submitted their timesheet, but I haven't dispositioned it. Again, there's a launch link, so you can go directly to the timesheet and hit the approve or return button if you're the manager and you have the appropriate permissions. But again, the bigger point is we have the ability to find the people who are not playing by the rules of timesheet submittals and give individual managers the ability to find their teams and who is delinquent on their team so they can go poke them and say, hey, come on, you're holding things up. Let's take care of this. Now, this is just for the timesheets that haven't been submitted yet. What about the other side of the coin? What about those who had, and were people good or not good in terms of submitting them? So I am going to filter this one for a specific sub P&L. This would be our, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong place. I am going to filter this for a specific manager. Sorry. I was in the wrong line of my own cheat sheet. So I'm going to look for, and it helps if you spell it right. Okay, there it is. Finally, I got it. So I am going to look at this particular manager, and I am going to scroll down, and I'm going to notice that I have an employee here named Travis Brixey, who has only submitted 2 of his 11 timesheets on time, and 9 of them were late. So I'm just going to click on old Travis here and then scroll down and see that here is his detail for the last 11 timesheet periods, the last 11 weeks. 2 of them he submitted on time. The others were all submitted late, and if you happen to notice this, all of these timesheets from February 2nd all the way down to March 29th, 9 timesheets were all submitted in a 17-minute span on the morning of April 2nd. So clearly, this guy is not playing by the rules, and he needs some coaching, and frankly, his manager needs some coaching too, because the manager should have been all over him long before. To not do 2 months worth of timesheets in 1 day, clearly not a good practice. So this page will help you see who the bad actors have been. Conversely, this page can also show you who the good actors, the overly good actors, have also been. And so let me reset this, and I'm going to search for a different manager. This time I'm going to be searching for Michael Crittenden. Okay, I'm going to select Michael. And when I look at Michael's team, I have a guy named Steve Becker. Let's click on Steve. Now, Steve has submitted 17 of his 19 timesheets on time. Thank you, Steve. But let's take a look at this. Submitted in one day. On January 5th, he submitted 5 timesheets in a single day. Let's take a look at those 5 timesheets. So here we go again, January 5th, about a 16-minute span. He submitted timesheets for January 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th. And that's on the 5th. So the first one, okay, you're in the current week's timesheet. But then he submitted for 3 future weeks. Well, okay, if Steve's going on a long vacation and he knows he's going to be charged into the vacation code for the next 3 weeks, okay, that's a legitimate situation. But what if he's not? What if he's just trying to get an annoying paperwork exercise out of the way by submitting his timesheets for the next 4 weeks now, so he doesn't have to be bothered by it? Well, he's looking into his crystal ball. He's projecting what projects he's going to work on and what tasks and how many hours he's going to work on for each one. And hopefully he's right, but what if he's not? Well, these things are submitted, and in our case, they're interfaced into our ERP system, Oracle Project Accounting. So the cost is hitting the project in our financial system of record. But what if he winds up instead, something happens and he gets pulled off those projects and put on some totally different ones because of some emergency demand, and he's already submitted his timesheets. Project A that he didn't work on already got a lot of hours booked to it. Project B that he is working on isn't getting any hours booked to it, because what are the odds somebody's really going to go return all those timesheets so we can correct them and resubmit? Probably not likely. So bad actors can actually be in either direction. The guy who submits 4 timesheets in advance is less bad of an actor than the guy who submits 9 timesheets at once, as much as 8 weeks late. But this page does help to show you who your bad actors are, so you can go chase them down.